All right, welcome back, everybody, to Miami. What a day! What is the day? Alcaraz lost. That rocked the world. Madness, Chad. It's a madness of a day. And now we're watching Sabalenka, the number one on the women's side. Let's see if she can avoid carnage, because, it's been a little bit of carnage. We lost Paolini today as well. Zhang and Keys are in a battle, I think. Is that still going? Yeah, they're into a third set. Landalucci is playing Hashanov. Paul won against Collignon earlier. Svitolina went down. Jovic went down. Raducanu won. It's been a big day. Big day. And by the schedule, tomorrow is half out. So we're going to see what's up. We've still got 2 matches left today. After this one. Sorry, not 2 matches. 1 match after this one. 2 matches left to play. They haven't started yet. But man, it's been full on. It's been crazy, right? Alcaraz actually gained points from last year. Exactly. I know, right? Did anyone watch Quarter versus Fritz Dallas match? No, I did not. I'll say Tsitsipas beats Feast in 3. Okay. But here we go. Let's see what Sabalenka can do against McNally. Pardon me. This should be straightforward. Right? It should be straightforward. New schedule? Oh, wait. The whole schedule's come out? Oh, shit. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, no, okay, cool. Yep. All right, so, yeah. Eala and Mukova are playing first on second on court 2. That makes sense. And Boko Andreeva on court 3. That is very strange. That is weird. Oh, I forgot Sabalenka's playing tomorrow if she wins. Possible court change, though. Pegula's on court. My God. Yeah, 4th round's all on the same day. Brutal, man. Raducanu at night? Okay. Yeah, Sabalenka, if she wins, will play Zhang or Keys on center court, but Coco on center court makes sense. Man, that's a weird schedule. Boko, Andreeva, Pegula, Christian, and even Penko are all on court 3. It's crazy. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be rough. Tomorrow's gonna be a rough day. So we're gonna watch. All right. So we got Sinner at night. So we'll watch him at night. We might watch Raducanu tomorrow night too. We should be able to navigate this schedule. We start with the biggest match of the day. Oh, if you're in the Philippines, that's probably the best because it'll be on late at night, but at least it won't be on at like 3 a.m. So that's good. That's good. You'll get to see that at a reasonable hour. In night. And then, okay. All right. I think we can manage the schedule. Yeah, we can manage the schedule. But it depends on this match, though. If Sabalenka loses, then that changes things. But, yeah, we should be right. We should be able to get through tomorrow. All right. Sabalenka serving first, 15 love. I think Sabalenka will win in straight sets. All right, 15 love. As with a backhand slice from McNally. Sabalenka 4 in the net, 15-0. I have had too many upsets today. Let's hope Sabalenka wins. If Sabalenka loses, it would be one hell of a day. It would be one in the worst way. Not in a good way. Sabalenka 4-1 winner, it's 30-15. Can we watch Tsitsipas feast? Maybe. My voice is getting wrecked. As with a fault second serve. $30-15. As with a forehand out by Sabalenka, 30-0. Yeah, Feast Tsitsipas could be interesting, but I think I can. That's the problem. I don't think I can talk for that long. I'm already starting to go nuts. Like, it might be really good, but then that means I'm going to be yelling, and that means my voice is going to get screwed. I don't know if I can handle another match like the Alcaraz one. Sabalenka misses 30-40. I'll watch it, but I mean, I don't know if I can stream it. If this match goes quick, then yeah. Because otherwise, fuck. I'm not gonna be able to make it to tomorrow. The next few days are gonna be crazy. Anyways, first serve, default, second serve. We'll see how we go. If this match is one-sided and over quick, we might watch this Baz. Great return, McNally. Okay, there's a break. McNally breaks straight away. Tea and chocolate, Cam. Tea and chocolate. That's my plan. Yeah. Just write stuff down on a whiteboard instead, yeah. All right, McNally breaks first game of the match. Yeah, I'm really super interested in Feast versus Tsitsipas. We'll see. Because there's just so much going on tomorrow. And there's so much going on the next day, and I don't want to lose my voice, you know? If I don't have to. One love McNally. As McNally serves. And if Sabalenka loses, I'm going to lose it. As we're back and returning to the volley of McNally in the net. Love 15. Because, yeah, tomorrow's going to be... Tomorrow's going to be busy. Love 15. As we get a fault second serve. Second serve. As the return goes to the forehand, McNally backhand from Sabalenka. McNally backhand into the forehand of Sabalenka. McNally can't get that one. Love 30. Love 30. As we're going to serve again. Here's a fault. Second serve. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of McNally. Sabalenka forehand goes long, 15-30. All right, 15-30. McNally serves. As the return goes into the back of McNally. McNally in the net. All right, 15-40. Mia's commentary, by the way, is her just sleeping in the background snoring, so it'll be pretty uneventful. 15-40. You just hear her snoring in the background. As we default second serve. Backhand return, Sabalenka, the forehand, McNally. Sabalenka, forehand winner, back on serve. 1-all. One all. All right, back on serve. No screaming, no. Just snoring. Just loud snoring. Ace from Sabalenka. All right, first serve, the foul, second serve. As Sabalenka gets it out, 15-0. All right, nice hitting from Sabalenka, 30-15. Ooh, Zhang's up a break in the third against Keys. Winner of this will play Keys or Zhang, by the way. And Zhang is winning. Is it a 4-4 rally? That's a winner by Sabalenka, 40-15. And Landalucci's up a break against Hashanov. In the first set of his match. Also, Zverev just lost doubles. All right, serve and volley, Sabalenka. McNally with the lob, Sabalenka with a smash. McNally with a forehand lob. Sabalenka with another smash. Puts it away. 2-1 Sabalenka. 2-1. All right, Sabalenka's in front. Cool. How are we? Top half of the draw is an absolute joke. Well, look, Oh, well. Great movie? What great movie? You think Sinner stands a chance against Mute? Sure. I'm sure he could. I think he might. He could, maybe, if he's lucky. Oh, you went and saw the movie. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. 2-1, Sabalenka. We're used to seeing Alcaraz and Sinner win every section. Yeah. It's been a good. I think this year, the start of this year, has been the perfect start. Because I think at the end, and I know I can speak for myself. I don't know if you guys felt this way. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you loved it. But I was getting very bored, as Runa would say. I was getting bored of seeing Sinner in the final. And they were getting to the finals without really having a challenge. Or at least they never looked like they just didn't. Nobody looked like they could beat them. And nobody looked like they believed they could beat them. So I'm actually kind of happy that the start of this year, we haven't had a Sinner final yet. As with a volley from Mcnally is too good. And it's 15 love. But I like the fact that 4 different guys so far have beaten Alcaraz or Sinner. Like, it's not just like, oh, well, Medvedev's the only guy. No. We had Djokovic win. You've had Menchik. You've had Korda. And you've had Medvedev. And we might get, Sinner might win, right? Miami, he's the favorite probably now. But like, well, he is the favorite now. But if he loses to somebody else, like he loses to Zverev, that would be very interesting. Because it means that Sinner and Alcaraz both haven't dominated. They both have won a lot, but there's there's 4 different people that have shown us that they can win against these guys, which will give everybody else, some comfort, right? Whereas last year, it was like, well, I hope I make the semis, so it's, yeah. But again, I'm speaking for myself. I'm happy that we're not getting Synchronous finals every week now, because we can, there's not one guy who's like stepped up, but also we've had Fonseca play Alcaraz and Sinner and get a chance, and we'll see what he can do. We're seeing Feast come back, right, and get a chance to play against Alcaraz, right? And he didn't do well, but we've seen that. So I feel like it's been a really good start to the year on the ATP. It doesn't feel like a 2-man tour anymore. It does feel like other guys are starting to, like, it feels like Sinner and Alcaraz are not as far away from everybody as they were last year, at the end of last year. Like from the French Open, from like Rome until the ATP finals, it felt like those guys were so far ahead of everybody else, nobody stood a chance. But now it feels like, okay, and it's good because it's not like Alcaraz played bad, not like Sinner's played bad. They haven't lost because they played bad. They've lost because the guys have played better. So there's Korda and Menchik and Medvedev, they're all proving that they can play at a high enough level that can beat them, which is good as well, because it means that, like, instead of Alcaraz having a bad day, that's the only time you can beat him. It's a bad day. You can beat him if you play a really good day, and he plays all right. You can still beat him with a good day. You know what I mean? So I think it's been a perfect start to the year for the ATP. I think it's been awesome. Like, even though Sinner hasn't happened yet. By the way, the anticipation of the next Sinner match is now going to be even higher, right? Because it hasn't happened since November. So getting Sinner, whenever that is in the future, clay court, whatever, it's going to be even more hyped up because we just haven't had it. Whereas by the time we got the ATP finals, we're like, here we go again. And it was like, yeah, okay, every week. But like, we get it in Monte Carlo, we get it in Rome, Madrid. The whole world's going to freak out because it's finally happening again, and it's been months, right? So I'm excited for it now. I want to see Sinner now, because we haven't had it for nearly 6 months. So yeah, I think this has been the perfect start for the ATP season. Anyways, Mcnally surviving. WTA, we don't even need to talk about it because WTA has just been fire for at least like 2 years. All right, advantage Mcnally. the ATP this year has been phenomenal. We've had, Alcaraz breaking a record. We've had Sinner winning Indian Wells, making a record himself, right? Achieving something, right? We've had Sinner and Alcaraz both be challenged multiple times, right? They're not just invincible, right? It's fun to see that. Plus Fonseca's had his chance, right, to show. Tien's had chances, right, to show his stuff. And Menchik and Feast, right? All the young guys. Djokovic has shown that he's not done yet. I just feel like Zverev and Medvedev have also put their hands up and said, hey, we're also still here, which I love. I just feel like I don't know if they could have asked for a better start, the ATP. And the men's tennis has just had the best, it feels competitive. It feels like a competitive tour for now. And then let's see, 3 finals, the clay court season is Sinkeraz, right? It's going to be Monte Carlo, Madrid, Rome, and Roland Garros. They're all going to play the finals. They're going to sweep the finals, aren't they? They're going to sweep the clay. That's what's going to happen. They're going to sweep the clay. Love 15. Is that because they're net by Mcnally 15-0? All right. 15-0. Sabalenka serves. Into the back of McNally. 4-0 from Sabalenka. Too good. 30-15. Who's McNally? She grew up with Coco Gauff. She was a doubles partner of Gauff for a while as a junior. She was a promising junior. She kind of, like I said, with Gauff, they kind of came up together. But of course, Gauff went on to great things, and McNally had injuries. So she hasn't quite had the best career, the career that was expected of her yet. But yeah, McNally was a very promising junior. And it has an opportunity tonight to show us why everybody was talking her up, 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Yeah, her and Gauff the same age, so she's probably 22? Oh, she's 24. Okay, my bad. Never cracked the top 50 though, which is a bit strange. But yeah, was a good junior, solid junior player. She does make a couple of doubles finals of the US Open with Coco Gauff. So her and Gauff used to play, Gauff and Townsend. So she's played a bit of doubles. Sabalenka holds 3-2. Success in doubles. But yeah, made two Grand Slam final doubles finals. She won the US Open Juniors, I think, with Gauff. Oh no, sorry, she lost the French Open final against Gauff in 2018 Juniors. Oh yeah, and then she won the US Open and the French Open in 2018 in the doubles. She won with Gauff and she won with Swiatek. So she's part of that Gauff-Swiatek, kind of generation. Made a bunch of Wimbledon finals. She made 3 Wimbledon finals in juniors. In doubles, lost every one. But back to back junior French Open, junior Wimbledon finals. 2016, 2017, 2018. I mean, 2018, she might have been the best player in the world in juniors because she made a final of a Grand Slam 4 times in doubles and singles. That's crazy. Was she world number 1 doubles? World number 1 junior? Let me check. Her and Gauff must have been 1 and 2, right? All right, so she was number 6 at her peak. That was 2019. Finished 2018 at number 8. So yeah. 20. She was number 6 in the world in those junior days. Some of the players that she played along the way in the juniors, she played Zhang. She obviously played Coco in the French Open. She played Wong. She took out Swiatek in Roland Garros semi-final before losing to Gauff in the final of Roland Garros 2020. 2018. So yeah, she beat Swiatek at Roland Garros in the semis of Roland Garros juniors. She played volley nets as well. Yeah, she played Wong a lot. How many times did she play Wong in juniors? Yeah, she played Wong a couple times in juniors. 30 love McNally. Yeah, but Coco was number 1 in the world in juniors. So McNally was 6 junior, and Coco was 1. All right, first serve default from McNally, second serve. Be a very, very good junior. Sabalenka gets a return winner. All right. So yeah. So that's who McNally is. Eala Mukova is firsting tomorrow. And Sabalenka gets a point. 30-0. All right, is McNally too strong? 40-30. All right. Yeah, so Eala is playing today. If you're in the Philippines, yes. Eala is playing today. I want to say it's 11 p.m. today. Yeah, 11 p.m. She's playing at 11 p.m. today, if you're in the Philippines. So in 12 hours. No, sorry. That's not right. Whatever it is. 14 hours. All right, we get to deuce. Berrettini is playing after Keys versus Zhang. Now we got a fault second serve. Double fault McNally. Chance for Sabalenka to get the break. All right, advantage Sabalenka to get the break. All right, nice return, Sabalenka. There's a break. 4-2. Sabalenka breaks. By the way, Hashanov is up a break against Landalucci in the second, but he lost the first 6-3. And Zhang is going to serve the match. It's not too late for her. Only 24 can be a late bloomer. I feel like a late bloomer is like 28. All right, first serve is the fault, second serve. I feel like if you're winning if you're getting to like doing things in tennis at 28, that's late. I feel like 24 is just getting started. Anyway, Sabalenka in the net. Any other Canadians notice? Any Canadians here who have noticed Cam wearing the Keswick dinner jacket? The hell's a Keswick dinner jacket? The hell's that mean? I'm cold. All right, first serve the fault, second serve. All right, Sabalenka forehand, love 15, backhand to backhand now as Sabalenka misses. And it's love 30. Oh, lumberjack code, okay. All right, love 30. It's a Canadian thing. You're wearing what we reference to a lumberjack coat. Okay. 15-30. Nice serve by Sabalenka. 15-30. Sabalenka serves again. All right, fault, second serve. As we had a forehand rally. Sabalenka with a drop shot. McNally gets it with a slice backhand winner. Cross court, beautiful shot. All right. 15-40. Sabalenka serves. An ace-7 tee, that's one save. 30-40. Zhang wins. Wow. So the winner of this plays Zhang. Cam, what did you do to your hair? Nothing. I woke up like this. 30-40. As the return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Oh, McNally guesses right! Great shot from McNally. And McNally breaks back. Sabalenka hit a massive forehand and McNally just reflexed it into the court. All right, we're back on serve. We are back on serve. What a shot. Zhang's back. Hell yeah. This set is full of breaks, yeah. Sure is. Yes, it is. All right. McNally breaks back. We're back on serve. But still Sabalenka with the lead, 4-3. All right. Let's see if McNally can level here. All right. McNally serves. And Sabalenka backhand with McNally. Sabalenka again with the backhand. McNally goes up the middle to the forehand of Sabalenka. McNally on the run. Hits a forehand to the forehand of Sabalenka. Into the forehand of McNally as Sabalenka cross forehand. Slice goes in for McNally. Sabalenka backhand into the slice of McNally as Sabalenka slices back. McNally with the slice as well. Into the backhand slice of Sabalenka. Now McNally comes in with a drop shot. It's too good. McNally, 15 love. Beautiful drop shot. All right. 15 love. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. All right, 15 all. Sabalenka winning the point. All right, 15 all. All right, as Sabalenka makes another error. That's 30. 30-15. All right, 30-15. And McNally, great serve, 40-15. To level this first set in 33 minutes, by the way. McNally holds. All right. McNally holds. All right, back to Sabalenka. Back to Sabalenka. As McNally with a forehand inside out winner. Love 15. As the return goes in the front of McNally and Sabalenka too strong, McNally hits it long. And it's 15 all. $15 all. As with a backhand. No, that goes out by Sabalenka. 15-30. Venus playing doubles tonight? Yeah, I think she is, right? Okay. 15-30. As a backhand return to the backhand of Sabalenka. Slice from McNally. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of McNally on the stretch. Sabalenka forehand up the line. Too good. 30-0. A big roar from Sabalenka as well. All right, 30-0, big point here. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As a return from McNally goes out, 40-30. So many upsets in Miami, I know, right? It's crazy. 40-30. Sabalenka to stay in front. Serve the backhand McNally. Forehand from Sabalenka. The forehand of McNally. Sabalenka backhand. Goes long. We get back to deuce. Another close game. Okay, deuce. Sabalenka serves a fault. Serving the backhand McNally. Sabalenka backhand to the forehand of McNally. McNally hits a wide. Advantage Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka. She serves a fault. Second serve. Tennis in 2026. Top players need to bring their A game against lowest ranked players or they'll lose. Yeah. All right. Forehand to forehand rally. Sabalenka again to the forehand of McNally. McNally puts it away. Deuce, I tell you what, McNally has a little bit of Mukova about her. She got a little bit of a Mukova Krejcikova vibe. I'm getting. That was an effortless forehand winner. And she has got the volley. She can come to the net. I feel like she just got that bit of that Krejcikova Mukova vibe. Great serve down the tee. And it's advantage Sabalenka. What is McNally's best win? By the way, McNally was playing the Challenger in Austin last week. After losing Indian Wells. By the way, she has only won one match in her last 5 since the Ostrava Open. Sabalenka forehand in the net. Wow, that was a poor error. Back to deuce. But she's beaten 3 players along the way here, so I wouldn't call her in form. By the way, she played Chinyu Wong in juniors so many times, and she's played her in the WTA twice this year already. They just can't avoid each other. They just keep playing each other. They just can't lose each other. They're just continuously playing each other. Anyways, Sabalenka deuce. So McNally's best win rankings wise, she has played the world number 1 before she lost to Swiatek in Ostrava a couple years ago. But her best win, she's never beaten a top 10 player. She's never beaten a top 20 player. Her best win was Raducanu 2021, where Raducanu was 23 in the world, but it was a retirement, so that doesn't count really. And then the US Open 2020, she took out Alexandra Eala, who was 29. So that's her best win ever. She did get a set off Serena at the 2019 US Open. She won the first set, and then Serena came back to win. So that's something. You got a set off Serena? Holy shit. But she lost. But still. But yeah, Alexandra Eala is her best victory. Who was that was in 2020 though, so never beaten a top 20 player, never beaten a top 10 player, never beaten the world number one. So this would be a million times her best win ever. By the way, Americans beating world number ones today. All right, back to deuce. And Sabalenka serves. A fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Mcnally. Sabalenka forehand up the line. Too good. Advantage Sabalenka. To get back the lead. All right, serve. The back of Mcnally, backing out from Sabalenka goes long. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, serve again. Into the front of Mcnally. Mcnally hits it out. Advantage Sabalenka. As the return goes in the net. No, it does go in the net. Sabalenka's reaction doesn't say it went in. Or it doesn't say that it went in the net. All right, Sabalenka holds after a marathon 5-4. Mcnally's going to serve to stay in the set. 5-4. All right. Rooting for Mcnally. Go, go. All right. Seems very tough to come from the desert of LA to Miami. Yeah. Sunshine double's tough. It is not easy. Not to mention you have to play 4 weeks in a row. You know. That's another thing you got to deal with. I can't believe the comments are getting delusional. Mcnally to win. Yeah. Okay. Okay. 5-4. Mcnally's going to serve to stay in the set. Let's see if Sabalenka can try and steal the set here. All right, backhand from Sabalenka to the backhand of Mcnally. Mcnally slices it wide. Love 15. Love 15. All right, Sabalenka comes in net, misses. 15-all. 15-all. As McNally serves again. Seven for Sabalenka, 400 McNally up the line. Too good. 30-15. As McNally hits it long. And it's 30-all. Now 30-all. McNally trying to avoid getting broken. McNally serves. That's a fault. Second serve. As the backhand return goes backhand of McNally. Sabalenka backhand. Into the front of McNally. McNally in the net. Sabalenka's got a set point. $30-40. As the return goes in the forehand of McNally. Forehand from Sabalenka. McNally backhand. As Sabalenka with a forehand cross court. McNally gets it with her forehand, but hits it out. There's the first set, Sabalenka. 6-4. Sabalenka takes it. All right, 6-4 in nearly just under an hour. Why do I have a feeling that no one from the top five will advance to the final? Because Alcaraz lost and we're all in shock. If Sabalenka or Raducanu don't make the final, that'd be crazy. Also, Pegula's playing really, really well. Gauff has struggled, but, you know, who knows? On the men's side, Sinner not making the final would be crazy at this stage. Zverev has to play Sinner, so that's tough. Demon's already gone. Alcaraz is out. Who's number 4? Zverev. Oh yeah, Musetti withdrew, so that doesn't count. Who will be Sabalenka's next opponent? She wins. She will play Zhang. She will play Zhang in the next round. I feel my life is so boring, honestly, so boring without tennis. I love that. That is the most relatable post that's a great quote from Zhang, sorry. Me too. My life without tennis is also boring. Thank you, Dutchy, for that as well. I will try and find that when I can. Fritz will win quarter 1 and make final. Cool. Is the like button broken, or are you all just ungrateful viewers? Wait, what? Holy shit. How do we not have 200 likes already? What am I even doing here? I have been up since midnight. It is currently 11 in the morning. I have been awake all damn morning. And you can't even like the video? This is crazy. How do we not even have 200 likes on this video when I've been up all night? My voice is shattered. I'm so tired. Alright, Sabalenka serves. Sabalenka serves. Into the back of McNally. Return goes wide. 15-love. Valid crash out. Oh, yeah, we got the 200 likes. Thank you, everybody, for liking the video. Appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of McNally. Sabalenka forehand. The backhand of McNally. McNally in the net. 30-love. 30-love. All right, backhand up the line by Sabalenka. 40-love. 40-love. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. All right, Sabalenka hits it out, and it's 40-15. 40-15. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. Double fault. 40-30. 40-30. As the return goes to the back of Sabalenka. Up the line to the front of McNally. Sabalenka backhand again, the front of McNally. McNally puts it away. And it's deuce. Just ignore the negativity, Cam. You're exactly what we need to hear. Oh, no, I was just joking. I'm not actually mad. All right, deuce. Sabalenka serves again. Serve from Sabalenka. Ace. All right, advantage Sabalenka. Serve. The forehand of McNally. Return goes forehand to Sabalenka. McNally forehand slice. In the net. Sabalenka holds. 1-love in the second. right. Sabalenka with the set and the 1-love lead. Sabalenka, by the way, when she's playing the Sunshine Double, when she wins the first set, she's 32 wins, 2 losses. So that is impressive. One love Sabalenka. You just read that Mukov is the Federer of this WTA. Yeah, we've been saying that for years. Backhand goes wide by Sabalenka, 15 love. Sabalenka leads leads what? 15 love. Serve. Here's a fault, second serve. Second serve. To the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand from Mcnally into the forehand of Sabalenka. Mcnally again to the backhand of Sabalenka. Mcnally backhand. Up the line. Sabalenka slice forehand. Mcnally gets it back. Hits it out. That was a smart shot by Sabalenka. Just a forehand slice down the line. Hi Cam, so fresh today, not tired, don't work hard. What, you think I'm fresh today? I am so not fresh right now. I am so unfresh. 15. Oh. All right. Sabalenka comes to the net, and McNally hits it out. 15-30. $15-30. $15-30. As McNally serves. In the back of Sabalenka. Good return to the front of McNally, who goes up the line for a winner. Beautiful shot. 30 all. $30 all. McNally serves again. The back of Sabalenka. McNally forehand to the backhand again of Sabalenka. Sabalenka in the net. McNally gets the 40-30. As it a forehand from McNally, up goes a lob from Sabalenka, but it goes in the net. All right, so I'm looking at Feast. Okay, we have to watch Feast versus Tsitsipas. All right, we have to watch it. We have to watch it. I'm just looking at the. We gotta watch it. I would be annoyed if I missed it. I feel like they're not friendly. And we have to watch. We haven't seen any major fireworks yet. Something might happen. Also, Feast is playing really well. Also, Steph's playing really well. They're both playing really well. They're both playing well this year, so we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Because who knows what might come of it. Something might happen. Because something happened last time they played. The umpire had to break them up. The umpire had to get out of the chair and stand between them. Uh, 30-15. All right, 30-15 as Sabalenka serves again. The backhand of Mcnally. Sabalenka forehand is good. And it's 40-15. Looking at the doubles pairings, why is it that there are far more women's singles players playing doubles? I don't know. But it's not uncommon. WTA have a lot more crossover players. Sabalenka with a smash, and it's 2-1 Sabalenka in the second. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like the next match might get a little punchy, so we've got to watch it. Bring your boxing gloves and helmet, chat. It's getting punchy. Pelini always losing, so maybe skip next time. Yeah. Oh, Vachereau Berrettini are starting, are they? Oh, my bad. I'm paying no attention to anything else. Yeah, Berrettini already down a break. You got a feeling that Steph might win? Maybe. Feast is the favorite, I'm pretty sure. He should be the favorite, based on head-to-head and everything. Tsitsipas underdog in odds? That's kind of interesting. 2-1 Sabalenka with the break. With the lead. No break in this second set yet. All right. All right. Love 15. There's been a forehand on the stretch from Sabalenka. And then Mcnally hits it long. Love 30. All right. As McNally serves an ace, 15-30. Serve again. Into the Sabalenka forehand as McNally backhand to the backhand of Sabalenka. McNally slice. Sabalenka drop shot. It's not very good. McNally puts it away. 30-0. Your thoughts on Baptiste? Top 10 upset against Svitolina. Yeah, that was huge. I mean, Svitolina's been one of the best players so far this year. So for Baptiste, that's a massive win. And Baptiste has had a moments. She's been playing well this year too. So yeah, massive win. And now she gets to play Penko in the fourth round. Tomorrow, 40-30. All right, as McNally double faults deuce. Why are you so teary? What? What are you talking about? Deuce. As McNally serves into the forehand of Sabalenka. McNally forehand into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka gets a cross-court winner. Advantage Sabalenka to get the break. All right. Advantage Sabalenka to get the break. We got a fault to conserve. As the return goes to the back of Sabalenka. She went up the line, but she missed. And it's deuce. Oh, teary is a person. I thought you were saying, am I teary? Like I'm crying. I was talking about something in the chat. Oh. All right, first it's a fault to conserve. Return goes in from Sabalenka. McNally sliced back. Sabalenka comes to the net. McNally with a pass. Too good. Great pickup by McNally. Advantage McNally. All right, great shot from McNally. Advantage. Hashanov is letting it slip away or no? Backhand goes out by Sabalenka and McNally holds. It is 2-0 in the second. Oh. All right, Sabalenka to serve. All right. As the return goes in, the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand up the line to the slice of Sabalenka. Into the backhand slice of McNally. Sabalenka sliced down the line. McNally with a pass. And Sabalenka with a good pickup. 30 love. McNally fell down. She's all right, though. 30 love. All right, first serve's a foul, second serve. There's a bit of forehand inside out winner from Sabalenka, 40 love. $40 love. All right, 40 love. There's a bit of slice from McNally. Oh, and Sabalenka with a lovely forehand flick. And it's 3-2. Sabalenka leads in the second, 3-2. All right. Chad, I'm feeling it today. All right. All right, definitely going to get an early night tonight. Ooh. Oh, this, what is it? It's 11 o'clock in the morning. God damn it. I might have a nap. I might need a nap. Do you think that the top players have figured out how to play Carlos? No. No. We said the same thing about Sinner after he lost to Menchik, and look what's happened now. I think we need to just we all need to take a breath. Take a deep breath. He lost to a guy who is very capable of beating the best players in the world. We know that. He's lost to Medvedev, who played phenomenal, and he played, he lost to Korda, who played phenomenal. So, no, I don't think the top players have figured him out. Because 2 weeks ago, he was unstoppable. So, no. And he hasn't had the best time in Miami in the last couple of years. So, yeah. So, no, I don't think so. If anybody's saying, like, anybody's asking those questions, like, online about, like, oh, is Alcaraz, is he... No, I don't think so. No. Just like they hadn't figured Sinner out, Sinner after the Menchik loss, the same thing was being asked. Sinner's now dropped back from the pack. He's back in the pack now with Zverev, right? And him and Alcaraz are not dominating. It's just Alcaraz, and then Sinner's. Everybody said the same thing about Sinner 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then Sinner hasn't lost a set since, right? So, yeah, I don't think we need to overreact when Alcaraz or Sinner lose, unless they lose multiple times in a row, or they lose matches that, well, they lose multiple matches in the same way, like in a bad way. If they lose to players that play better, you just got to say too good. But it happens. I mean, everybody, it happens. So, no, I don't think they've figured out how to play Carlos. I just think that two guys who have served very good serves have had really good days against Alcaraz. And Alcaraz has said it many times already. Everybody's coming out there to try and beat him. Like, they're playing the best matches of their lives against him, and he has to play his best match every day to compete with everybody's best, right? Like, consistently. So, yeah. And that's what happened today. Korda came out, played the best matches he's played, and it was better than Carlos. Hey, thank you, coach, for the 10. But yeah, I don't think we need to like question if Alcaraz's game is. And somebody's saying like he misses one Carlos Ferrero. What are you talking about? He won the Australian Open. Like, did we forget that he won the Australian Open? All right. But yeah, I don't think we need to worry about Sinner or Alcaraz after they lose matches to guys that are very capable of winning. Landalucci wins. Oh, nice. Landalucci versus Korda. All right. One Spaniard for another. That's a big win for Landalucci. That's crazy. All right, 15:30. As the return goes back in, Sabalenka sliced. Sorry, McNally sliced. Sabalenka backhand winner. And it's 15:40. Sabalenka to get the break. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Korda did beat Alcaraz in Monte Carlo before, so he knows how to beat him, or he believes he can beat him, right? So, all right, 15:40. McNally in trouble. Serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the front of Sabalenka. Good return to the front of McNally. McNally in the net, though. 4-2. Sabalenka breaks. 1 second chat. All right, 4-2. Shout out watching from the Philippines. Hey, what's up? All right, first serve's a fault by Sabalenka. Second serve. As Sabalenka double faults. Love 15. As that goes in the net by Sabalenka. And it's love 30. All right, as the return goes into the front of McNally, backing up from Sabalenka. McNally slice in the net, 15:30. All right, 15:30. Return goes in the net by McNally, 30-0. So we go with a fault again. Second serve. Second serve is good. McNally hits it out in the return. 40-30. 40-30. Serving to the backhand of McNally and Sabalenka with a lovely volley. All right, serve and volley. 5-2. Sabalenka's one game away from the win. To play Zhang tomorrow. No seeds left from top 8th. Yeah, I feel like Francis, you really maybe don't watch the rest of the tournament, mate. You are frothing at the mouth, mate. You are raging. Ever since Alcaraz lost, maybe just take the day off tomorrow. Maybe just take the day off and just like go and do something else tomorrow. Feel like you're very angry at the tournament. You're not a fan of this tournament. Maybe just take 24 hours and you can come back and maybe feel a bit better. Shit. All right, 5-2. All right, Sabalenka 5-2, second set. McNally going to serve to stay in the match. All right. Nice microwave sounds. What are you talking about? All right. McNally serves. As McNally, great serve, 15-love. 15-love. Serve again. There's a fault, second serve. All right, 15-0. Sabalenka 3 points away. Berrettini back on serve, by the way. Against Vachereau. 15-0. Demon lost the doubles as well. Thank God we have Gibson. Otherwise, Australia, you know what, it'd be a very bad weekend for Australian sports. 15-30. 2 points away, Sabalenka to take the dub. Sydney Bats Fee should be interesting. Yeah, I'm interested to see it, like, if they fight. It's like watching the Formula One for the car crash. That's what I'm doing. It's like watching the F1 to see a car do a flip. I'm watching that match. It's actually a good matchup too. But also, yeah. I want to see if Steph tries to hit him with the ball again. Match point, Sabalenka. And also I want to see Feast respond because Feast doesn't take shit from nobody. He takes no shit from anybody. There's going to be some spice. Get the milk. 15-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the corner, Sabalenka. Corner, McNally goes in the net. Sabalenka avoids the carnage. Wasn't easy, though. She had to fight for that first set. But she gets it done in the end. And she is on to the fourth round, where she's going to take on Zhang tomorrow. That's going to be a crazy matchup. Zhang is back, baby, and she's going to play Sabalenka tomorrow. We're going to find out how back she is. I know we're not watching Venus. Funny how when it's almost over, it usually is. yeah, I mean, unless you're quarter in Alcaraz. All right. Nice win. Sabalenka, straight sets. Pretty straightforward. Wasn't super... only the first set was a little bit dicey, but she gets it done. And she is into the fourth round. Defending champion. Yeah, carnage avoided. On a day when we've lost a lot of seeds. We don't lose Sabalenka. All right, now. We're going to watch one more match. The last match, actually, of the day. Fils versus Tsitsipas. They have an interesting... what do you call it? I don't even know if it's a rivalry, but it's like they have an interesting dynamic when they play, and there have been times when they've played where things have not been so friendly. So we're watching it, just in case. I don't want to miss something like that. Also, Fils is playing great this year. Tsitsipas just beat Demonor. He's had a really good season too. He's on the comeback. So both these guys. By the way, the stakes for this match are even higher now that Alcaraz is out. So the winner of this match, winner of the next match, will take on Berrettini Vachereau for a place to make the semis, to the quarters, and the quarterfinals will be either between Echeverry or Paul. So the winner of this next match, has a legit chance of making it to the semis, maybe even the final. So the stakes, Alcaraz out of the draw, the stakes of this match go way up. Because, these two will be on the radar of someone who can make a final at this tournament now. It's going to be even spicier because there's high stakes. But Sabalenka gets it done, 4-2. She is into the fourth round. Tomorrow, we'll watch her again tomorrow. So she plays Zhang. Actually, we'll watch her because she plays Zhang. Let's see what happens next. Tsitsipas versus Fils. Oh, no.